Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the hip thruster. Obviously it's part of our glute workshop that we want to do and part of the nude program. So we want to talk to you about the best way of doing the actual hip thruster and some of the form, because this is really going to impact how this goes for you. We obviously want to target the glutes specifically, and we don't want to bring in the hamstrings and the lower back at any point. So one thing you want to do, you make sure that you've got your barbell loaded. Make sure you have the hip pad on here. As you can see, it's got the Velcro up. We have a couple different versions, but make sure that pad is on there so you don't hurt your hips or anything. So make sure that you are centered underneath it. You're going to pull it into yourself. So some of the first things you want to make sure you're doing is that when you come up, you actually want to keep your rib cage down and your chin tucked into the collarbone. An easy way of doing this is making sure that you actually look at the wall in front of you. It might be where the ceiling and the wall meet. That might be a good point for you to look at and just keep staring at that space. So what we want to do is come underneath, you get your elbows up to help hoist it up. You're lifting it, and you're going to slide down the bench a little bit. So from here you can see I've got my gaze towards that top ceiling. My chin is tucked, which automatically keeps my rib cage down. I've got both hands on the bar. You can see that my legs are making a 90-degree angle. I'm going to come down with my chin still tucked, my gaze still up there, and we are pumping up, or squeezing with the glutes and holding that contraction. I'm driving through the heels when I've got this, so I'm not using my toes, and I'm still using my glutes in this. You can see I come down, and your hip extension might be different than somebody else's hip extension. It's based on anatomy, and it's based on all of your bone structure. So just because one person might have a little bit more extension than another, that's okay. If yours is not quite that high, that's perfectly okay too. Thanks guys.